Alright guys, I'm Leon and I'm back again. Today we're going to talk about great audio in the video, because audio is the most important thing, right? So we're going to try this one today in a 3-part episode on my YouTube channel here. So we're going to test the mic and the shotgun mic and also the headphones, but in 3 different parts, right? So we're going to start with this one and we're going to test it and see how it delivers. Alright, stay with me, let's jump into it. See you there. Alright guys, I'm Leon and I'm back again. Today we're going to talk about a microphone from Sennheiser called XS Lavalier. And that's a wireless kit, which is great for vlogging and, you know, doing some filming with it and interviews. And it's a great microphone overall for many purposes of use. But first of all, I want to say, I'm not sponsored or paid to rave. I'm just Leon and I'm here to talk about the microphone, alright? I'm just sharing my opinion with you guys. If I found something good, I will share it with you. And I found this one and it's really, really good. So you can stop the video now. Or you can still watch it and see when I'm out testing it on the field and showing you some graphs from the microphone and playing smart like an engineer. You can do that too. It's really up to you, but I'm here for you anyways, and it's free, so why not? This is gonna be a 3-part episode, me talking about microphones and headphones. So we're gonna talk about the Lavalier microphone, and we're also gonna talk about the shotgun microphone and also headphones for mixing. These are 3 essential things that you actually need when you're doing video stuff, alright? Let me talk about one thing first. This book, you can read this book, and then you can also stop watching this video now if you're gonna buy this book, because it's super fat and it's super boring and you have all the graphs you need here. This book is about sound engineering. I read it, it's really good. This guy called Jay Rose, famous dude from Hollywood, huh? What about that? Alright, but this book is really good. If you like to dig into sound engineering, this is the book for you. Do it. I did. It's not a romantic one, it's really boring. I fell asleep many times, but well, I just really got what it's trying to tell me. I mean, it's a couple of years old now, I think it's 4 or 5 years, but the point is still there. Good sound saves bad videos. That's how it works. Right, that's really the point of this, yeah. Here you have the package from Sennheiser XS. This is how it comes. It doesn't have much inside, it have like receiver, sender, microphone, and a mount. That's actually what it is inside. But you can attach other stuff to it, like lots of it. That's the thing that is great with Sennheiser, is they are so pro, and everything they do have a thought behind it. So you can always build it like a set, a kit for your use. They are not limited. So you can, you know, it's like a Lego, kind of. Yeah. You guys who follow me for a while knows that I'm speaking freely. I don't have any script. I just speak in what pops up in my mind, like out to my mouth, unfiltered. You know this, but you also know that I got a Dragon book with bullet points in. When I bring in the Dragon book, I'm kind of serious. So I brought the Dragon book today, so yeah. And by the way, I'm using the Sennheiser mic now. Look at it. Lavalier microphone. I will call it a mosquito, because it looks like a mosquito. Anyways, we're gonna jump into my Dragon book, wait for it. Alright, here it is, the Dragon book with a Celtic cross on it. Alright, first of all it says importance of sound. I thought we already hit that question, but we can take it again. The importance of sound is that a crappy video will always be saved by great sound and not vice versa. You can't save crappy sound with a good video, because if you can't hear what the character says to each other, the video is actually useless, right? Let me show you what I mean with useless videos with useless sound. Or useless video with useless images. We start like here. This is an example of great sound with crap image or crap film. You see, it's glitching all over, and you still listen to me, right? Right, so this is an example of crappy sound with a great video. It's totally waste. But glitchy sound kills good movies. That's how it works. So with that said, you really need to consider the microphone and the sound engineering. But it's quite simple. No, it's not. It's actually a science. It's a big science. When you go into that rabbit hole, you will never come out again. I've been producing music for 20 years. And believe me, These guys, the sound guys, they are such a geeks, but in a nice way, of course. But they are really geeks and they love numbers. I hate numbers. I'm a creator. I hate numbers. I like to do stuff. The rest I leave to them because they're great. But I know a little bit about, you know, sounds and what a great sound is. Even if it's really personal what a great sound is. But I like to have it clean and fresh and nice, like all of us others. And Sennheiser does that. Why a lavalier microphone? Well, lavalier microphone is really good if you like to interview people, talking heads like me, having me sitting in the sofa and you the cameraman there, and you can back off like 20 meters and you still have a great sound, all right? You can't do that with a shotgun microphone, for example. So the lavalier microphone, I use it all the time. Actually, it's the mic I use most of the times, mainly because of how I work. I don't know when I used my shotgun microphone latest, actually. But the thing is, we're gonna dive into the shotgun microphone as well, because I just bought one from Sennheiser too. Even if I don't use it so much, it's good to have a great one, all right? So we're gonna talk about that in next episode, or the episode after, because we're gonna talk about sound in 3 episodes. That's what we're gonna do. Fun, isn't it? Things to think of. Yeah, what is the things to think of when you're buying a lavalier microphone? First of all, the sender and the receiver. If you have a bad sender and a bad receiver, you will get bad sound out. No matter what the specs are on the microphone, great specs and all that, if you have a sender and a receiver that can't keep up the quality, you will have bad quality. And the cheaper ones have bad quality when it comes to that point. I take my Boya, for example, which causes some dropouts. I don't know why it makes dropouts, but it does. And that's really annoying when you get home with your catch and you try to edit it and you realize that, there's dropouts here. So these days when I'm doing interviews, I always record it on an external recorder as well, because I can't take the risk of not having a decent sound. An interview with dropouts, it's not usable. You can't use it. So your job is going straight to the trash can. If you have a backup, it's great. Then you can save it, but it's not good, but you can save it. My point of this is use a good microphone, Leon. So yeah, I trashed my Boya, so now I'm using the Sennheiser because it's much more reliable. That is one thing to think of, the receiver and the transmitter, all right? Another thing to think of is that the sound quality from the microphone when everything else works is that how much does it catch up? How much of the noise does it bring with you, you know, the environment noise, or does it focus on your voice? That's also one thing to think of. When it comes to Boya, it catch up lots of other noises around. And it's not nice. It's sometimes it's really hard to actually mix it in edit because it catch up echoes and yeah, only distortion stuff that actually spoils the whole sound quality overall. Some people like that. I don't like that. I don't want to have it like that. I want to have the microphone as neutral as possible with no sound artifacts in it. That's why I try now to step up the game to buy better stuff, because this cheap stuff, I'm done with it. It's too much problem. Battery, internal or external batteries? This is a really good question, actually. Depending how you work. If you're gonna be out on the field working and you're going out there, it's kind of cold and you run out of batteries, well, you just have spare batteries with you and you replace it, right? If you have it internal, you can't do that. You need to recharge it with a charger. How do you find a charger out in the wilderness? Probably not. And you can't change the battery either, so you're pretty much stuck. Even if you have charged the batteries before, give it 5 hours of use, it says, but you can hardly count on 3.5 hours cold outside because it's lowered the battery's capacity with 70%, no, with 30%, kind of, depending how cold it is outside, but always keep the marginal kind of there, right? So with that said, if you're a dude that works a lot outside, buy a kit or equipment that use separate batteries, because nothing will save you when you're out there. Me, myself, is mostly inside, so for me, internal is better for me. But if you're the dude that are outside and working out in the wilderness and stuff, go for external batteries. The neutral sound. Why is neutral sound so important? For me, it's important to have the sound as neutral as possible so I can do my own changes. I don't wanna, you know, take away stuff from the sound, I want to apply stuff to the sound to form it in my way and get my touch of it. If I use a microphone that put in lots of own stuff into it, usually it's not good stuff, and it usually don't fit every voices around, especially not mine, because mine is very special, just like yours. So you want to form the sound your way and direction. You don't like to have it formed already, because it ain't gonna turn out good. Imagine if you have two people speaking, different kind of voices, but this microphone applies stuff to this kind of voices. One sounds like the Smurfs and one sounds like the Muppet. It will be a fun video, but well, it's really hard to edit that in post-production. So keep it as neutral as possible. That's the best way to go. It's also the easiest way to work, right? That's a good thing to think of. Let's watch me when I'm going out on the field here and try to see how far I can walk with the microphone before it cuts off. Side here and testing this microphone from Sennheiser. It's mounted here. As you can see, it's really small and works perfectly with this camera. So what I'm gonna do is just keep on walking in that direction and see how far I can get before I lose the connection with the camera. All right, so let's start recording. As you can see here, I have a nice signal in, and I got my cousin here, Thomas, with his little kid here, so he's going to wave to the camera. Yes. So yeah, just keep on walking. He will look at the meters here and see if I lose connection. He will yell at me. So yeah, just walking, and I will talk all the way so you can see if I lose the signal. I also got the drone up there. No, that's not the drone. The drone is up there, I think. Yeah. So yeah, the drone will see me walking, and I can tell you this is super cold outside, and it's Christmas Day. I think you have. Alright guys, now I'm testing the Boya microphone here and see what's up. As you can see, it's a really good volume on the microphone with the input. It's really good. And we're gonna go and keep on walking exactly the same spot as I left before. Or not left, as I reached before. Walking. I could walk far and still have connection with my camera. That's a proof of there is a really good transmitting here. And also really good receiving. So even if you are like in areas with lots of stuff going on, let's say an event, everyone is sending stuff, there are lots of mobile phones around, distortion in the atmosphere and all that. I think, I haven't tried there, but according to the result I got here out on the field with so far, transmitting and receiving and still good quality, I think it will handle it so good. So good. I think there will be no problem. And that's a really good thing to bring with you when you're buying this wireless microphone. How far can you walk with it? How good is it transmitting? Even if it's ridiculous to have an interview standing 150 meters from the object, but still, it's not about that. It's about how good the receiving transmitting are. That's the point of it. I will never do an interview with a dude standing 200 meters from me. It's like calling him up and say, well, what is your best food? It's not, that's not what we do. All right, so I hope I gave you a point of why you need a good microphone. Because the microphone really sets the standard of your video. It really does. So yeah, I know this could be kind of boring to say that. You need to buy empty your bank account and buy the best microphone before you buy the best camera, because this microphone will save a bad video, especially a bad video quality, 10 times off, really. This is your assurance to have like a, good video. The sound is a good video, the sound is for a good video. Alright guys, that's it for me. You can subscribe and like my channel, and you can push the button here and so you can get the bell so you can watch episode 2 of the sound, because next time we're gonna go through the shotgun microphone and why you need one of those. All right, so jump in to my Instagram, I am Leon Official, and you can also subscribe and like my channel here. So yeah, peace, arrivederci, I'm out.